Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Get Rich 101 featuring B King. I don't know how we're going to announce it. We're going to announce it Beyonce Files. I don't know. But anyway, let's bring her on because we ran out of time last time. So let's bring on Miss B King. Hey, hey, Miss B King.
Good morning, Sekou Writes.
Good morning, good morning. So, what we going to talk about today? I've been so excited, because let me explain. What happened was what happened was you put a question out at the end of the last show.
Yes.
And people started reacting to it. Somebody reacted to it online on Facebook, right? And then you sent me that, and then I sent that out to my friends. And then they started sending me back more stuff. And I was like, what is going on? What's going on? And so I'm just excited to see how much energy there is about all these things.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So I want to start off by saying what we said last week. All right. So this is what it was. We said, let's see, what if the parents paid for it? Is it more money spent or the more the couple spent? So basically, they're asking.
Go back to the original question, Sekou, for those who maybe didn't watch the show. Do you want me to do the original question or the original?
You do that. Okay. You do the original question. Yes.
Corby.
Yes.
Who is Sekou Writes.
Shout out to Corby.
Shout out to Corby. We love you, Corby. We love you, Corby Marks. Corby Marks is one of Sekou Writes' best friends. He's a really, really good, close friend of mine for as long as I've known Sekou. Corby heard about Fiance Files. He sent in an article to Sekou that said, studies show, we don't know who the studies are. We don't know who these people are who did this survey, if you will, that people who spend a lot of money on their weddings tend to not stay married long, versus people who don't spend a lot of money on their weddings tend to stay married for a longer period of time, right? So someone on my other social media page, I think her name is like Ramona, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to you. She said, does this same theory, is it still applicable if the parents pay for the wedding? So say I no longer have parents. We're going to use Sekou's parents. If Sekou's parents wanted to spend a lot of money and make it this lavish, expensive wedding, does that same theory apply? Meaning we may have a short wedding versus if his parents decided to pay, but they're on a budget and they said, look, we have this amount of money. Will we stay married longer? That is the question on the table.
Right. Right.
It was long.
That was great. That was a great summary of everything.
Thank you, babe.
And you put it as a question. And now I got all these responses from Corby, from Rush, from all these people. And so I just wanted to start off with one. So Corby told me about Max Kellerman. I don't know who Max Kellerman is, but Max Kellerman told his wife, let's just buy a big new house with the money and let our wedding be in the backyard of our new home.
Yes.
In other words, they're moving the money. Yeah, they're moving the money to pay for the wedding. No, to pay for the house. And then the what happens is the what do you call it?
What happens is the money that they were going to spend on the wedding ends up being spent to purchase the house, and then whatever's left over, they can now have their wedding in the backyard of the new house.
Right.
That, I think that is not only responsible, it's good business. It's good marriage business. You like that?
Yeah.
It's I love that. It makes sense. I want to share something with you that I just learned this morning.
All right, come on.
My sister's friend, who I've met years ago, got married. I don't know how long they were married, but they're now divorced. Do you know the wife, is still paying for the marriage, even though they're
What?
divorced?
Even though they're divorced?
I said, what?
What? Wow. Wow.
Wow. I said, I've never heard of that. And you know what? Here's the thing. When she shared this with me, it reminded me of hearing that our former first lady, by the way, happy belated birthday, First Lady Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama was still paying for her student loans their first term in the White House.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
It made the news. It was newsworthy, and it's shameful that when we are wanting to be successful, happier, live the life of our dreams, whether that's going to school, getting married, that it could put us into debt if we're not smart. And I believe, I know my Sekou Writes is highly intelligent, right? Like I've attracted my dream mate. He's very intelligent. Together, we're very intelligent, and we're not going broke and going into debt to be together. It doesn't make sense. And so I was sharing that theory with Nikki. She said, yeah, I think it's a toss. It's a toss of, what did she say? It's a toss of the hat. It's 50-50. And I said, well,
What's 50-50?
Meaning she thinks that sometimes if a person spends a lot of money on their wedding, that their marriage lasts the course. It stands the test of time.
Right.
It's a toss-up. So we're not saying that anything's set in stone. However, it's interesting. I think for us, it's just helping us to get even more clear on why we don't want to spend a lot of money on that one day. We'd rather take that money and build it into our lifestyle.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So are the parents paying for the wedding? Is that what this is about?
Say again?
I said, are the parents paying for the wedding? Is that what this is about?
Is that what this is about?
Based on that lady's question. She said, if the parents were paying for the wedding, is it still applicable? So I'm just being silly.
Oh, okay.
You missed it. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Behind the scenes, I'll catch you up.
All right. So yeah, so that was interesting about the about Max Kellerman, and then Rush said that focusing on the ceremony, whether it's $10 or $1 million, focuses on the marriage as an event. Once the event is over, then they never want to do. They haven't planned for what's next. They were focusing on the event, but not what's happened after the event.
I think, yeah. Do you get that? You
get that. I get it. I was making sure that I was communicating it clearly.
I think maybe read it again.
Okay. Okay. So whether you focus on the ceremony, whether it's $10 or $1 million, you're subconsciously focusing on the marriage as an event. So once the event is over, you never planned on what to do after the event. Yeah. Yeah. And so that makes divorce, that makes divorce become almost inevitable because you've completed the marriage.
Because you completed the wedding, I think.
Yeah, you completed the wedding, but the wedding feels like a finished thing. And then now you've got all these things that are happening post-wedding, and they don't know what to do because they haven't focused on the marriage as a goal. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that brings me to a question for you, Sekou Writes.
Okay.
How do you feel? What are your thoughts around premarital counseling?
Premarital counseling, I think it's good because, as we've talked about on the show, my relationship with therapy is very even. Like I tend to think of therapy as a thing to do often. So yeah, I think it's a good thing to do for anything, right? Anything big, major that's got lots of feelings involved. I think it's important to have a therapist. I think it's very important.
Okay, so then that's a yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay. I have another question.
Okay.
My sister, who seems to be getting involved, right? That's a good thing. She's getting
Yeah.
involved. Sent me a post, and it wasn't an article because I think I have to click into it. It's a post about a couple who got married in a coffee shop, because Sekou and I have talked about where we're going to have our wedding.
They got married in a coffee shop. Okay.
They got married in a coffee shop at 3 a.m. 3 a.m.
3 a.m.
3 a.m.
Wait.
And I thought that is so unique. That is so
Okay.
creative. And of course, Nikki was like, you know, they did that to save money. I was like, they sound like some intelligent people, right? Because the coffee shop is closed at 3, and I'm sure they still had to pay for it because they have to open, they have to turn on the lights, you know. But I thought what I love about it is there's so many different ways that you can do it that makes sense for you and your partner. You don't have to do it in the traditional way. You can create a new tradition.
Right.
Right. So she said, if we do a wedding at 3 o'clock in the morning, she won't be there. She'll log in from her bed. I said, you are so shady. Shady.
That's funny. You sisters go like this.
All the time.
That's funny. Okay. That's interesting. So a coffee shop at 3 a.m. Interesting. And what did it say about wait a minute. What else did it say? Let's see. Couple saves thousands on wedding by booking a venue for 3 a.m. Okay, that's what it was. That they saved thousands. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's cool.
Again, it's however you want to do it, right? I mean, I don't know if their wedding, because we haven't read the article, but I don't know if it was virtual. I think your ride or dies would be willing to show up at 3 a.m. I know our rep, Melissa, I know she's going to be there, like, regardless, right?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So,
yeah.
I just thought it was cute. And I told her when I received it, it was late. I didn't click into it, but I thought,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that reminds me of something else that Corp sent me. He sent me videos. He sent me videos on YouTube from this guy. This guy, what's the guy's name? He's like some Adam somebody.
Sandler?
Adam. And
is it Adam Sandler, the actor?
No.
Okay.
But he goes in and he destroys close kept secrets about weddings. And so he goes in and, like, one of them was entitled "Why Engagement Ring is a Myth." Why engagement rings a myth. He goes on and on about it. I watched it, riveted. I was like, really?
Well, what did he say? Tell us.
So I could only remember bits and pieces, but one thing that he said was that wait a minute, I think I might be combining two of his videos, but one thing he said is that the dress wearing white is about finance. It's about finance. Like, you're showing people that you're rich because you're able to wear a white dress when everybody else is wearing, like, overalls, right? And here you come wearing a white dress. And so it was like oh
my gosh.
Yeah, right.
That's interesting because we've all been conditioned to believe that white signifies purity. You're a virgin.
Yeah.
So it means that you're wealthy?
Yeah, initially that's what it was. That's what it was. It was one way to separate the haves from the have-nots, because everyone was wearing overalls. back then, right? Everybody was, going out there and getting dirty, and here you come wearing this white dress, and you're saying, I can wear a white dress. I don't need to worry about these things getting on me. And I was like, oh, that's fascinating. That's fascinating, right?
That is because you know what? It goes back to, well, it speaks to how there's such a divide in society between the haves and the have-nots. Obviously, when it comes to a wedding, but also education, home ownership where you live, and people want to be separate but yet together on their own terms. And how dare you invite someone to your wedding, right, to experience your special day, but then yet have this barrier. I want you at my wedding, but I want you to know your place. I'm wealthy and opulent, but yet, you're a peasant. You're a lower class, person, a lower class citizen, but yet you're at my wedding and you can enjoy this. But, I just want you to know that I'm better than you. That is, but that speaks to society, I think, on some levels. I want to watch that video because
I'm trying to find it right now.
if you could share it, that would be amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna find it right now. Adam Cordova. Is that no? Why engagement rings are a scam? Adam ruins everything. Adam ruins everything. And so that's funny. It's only 3 minutes long, and it's really funny. And so I'm combining two together. That one, Adam ruins everything in terms of engagement rings, and Adam ruins everything in terms of weddings are a total ripoff.
Okay, then what did he say about engagement rings? I'm interested to know that.
Yeah, I can't remember now. I can't remember now, but it was really good. I'm gonna send it to you because I remember, because he has so many cameos in the video. So those of you at home want to check this out, it's called Adam Ruins Everything. It's on YouTube. Just go to Adam Ruins Everything, and you'll see all these different keys will come up. But these first two are really funny. These first two are really funny. Yeah.
So Sekou,
yeah,
you and I started our wedding planning.
Yes.
And people have been asking, I'm sure, I don't know if your friends have been asking, but mine have been asking when and where.
When and where.
When and where. Should we ask your audience to make some suggestions as to the when and where?
Sure, we can ask for their suggestions, but I don't know where we're gonna go with their suggestions over our choice. let me say all that out. We gonna make our own decision, but yeah, we can get some ideas from some folks.
What do they have to pick from? The states, the cities, the states.
Let's if we're gonna put it out to the world, let's put it out in terms of everything. Let's see what some ideas are that might come in. Like, let's see what some ideas are.
Yeah. Okay. All right. But should we share, though, the states that we're thinking of because of our connection and our friends and family in those said cities or states, or no?
You sound like you're giving away what you want to do. Sound like you're giving away what you don't want to do. So if you want to do that, that's fine.
No, that's fine. Only if you want to, Sekou Writes. Only if you want to.
No, I think when you just brought it up and put it out, and you mentioned putting it out to everyone, that makes me think of what's happening now with me and Corby and Rush, like these different ideas that are coming through towards just putting it out there. So let's just put it out there and see what happens. Like, let's see what happens.
Okay.
We might get some ideas that we never even thought of. And be like, oh, that's amazing. Let's do that. Let's do that.
And someone may like have a home or an event, and they're like, oh, why don't you guys have it at my home or my event space?
Yeah, but a home needs to be our home, though. Home needs to be our home. Our home. You need to get that together. our home. You know what I'm
Okay. All
saying?
right.
So but we're open to ideas though.
All
Open to
right.
ideas. And so what will that entail? Like, who knows? Who knows? We open up on a show, like we can go to get some good ideas. We're gonna get some good ideas.
Yeah, because for me, the fact that here's the thing: nobody's reinventing the wheel, and really, there are no new ideas. There's just different ways to implement them. Because in my mind, when I came up with, "Ooh, let's get married in a coffee shop," I thought that that was, unique to feed.
Right.
Because I've never seen it. It's not like I watched a wedding in a
Right.
coffee shop, but I just know that you and I love coffee shops. We love coffee. Is that the coffee that you made at home?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay. Is that instant coffee though?
Don't worry about what I'm drinking. Don't worry about what I'm drinking. I'm drinking something that's good to me.
And that's what matters. But I'm always concerned about what you're doing and what you're putting in your body. I'm just asking, is that instant? I'm not judging you. It is. It's instant. It's instant coffee. We're not going to judge them. So I've never seen a wedding in a coffee shop. It's just that I know how much we love coffee shops. You've never seen one either?
I've never heard of that one before.
And then I put it out there just amongst you, myself, and Rev Melissa. And then Nikki sends me this post about that couple who gets married in a coffee shop at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, there are no new ideas. There are no new ideas.
Right. I just want to mention this before I forget.
Yes.
Harriet Cole. I ran into Harriet Cole out jogging the other day. It was so random because I would jog this route every day. And this time I decided to go into this building that I've never, ever been in on my run.
Yeah.
I'm going. This time I decided to go inside because the wind was whipping. And I decided to go in and use the restroom, take a little breather.
Mm.
I walked in and I hear Sekou immediately. Sekou, I was like, what? Someone here knows me. And so her daughter ran up and gave me a hug, and I got to join the group. So all that was amazing. I mean, just amazing how that happened. Mm. But anyway, so I remembered after seeing Harriet, she does weddings. She used to do weddings. I used to work with her doing weddings. And I was like, oh, so she said she's decided to she's volunteered her time. She says she has to talk to her assistant about when she can talk to us. But our next conversation is with Harriet Cole about getting married. So that's really dope. That's really dope.
Love it. We ought to have Rev Melissa in on that meeting.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. I love that. Okay. See how it's all coming together? We put it out there and then we get supported because listen, y'all, we've never done this before.
Yeah.
We've never been married.
Yeah.
Sekou has been a bride's what he's been a bridesmaid, a male.
I don't know what you want to call it, but I was a bridesmaid. This is called a bridesmaid. I was a bridesmaid on Rev Mel's side. I think I have the photo in here.
Please,
the photo is here.
Bring that photo up, Sekou, because I love that so much. And the fact that Rev Melissa, so Sekou was a male maid, a male bridesmaid. There we go.
Look at that. So that's her husband. And there's her maids of honor, right? Maids of honor.
Yeah, great bridesmaids.
And there's me like, I don't want nothing to do with this. I don't want nothing to do with this. I'm here because she asked me to be in the photo. But look at my face.
And I love Sekou. I love how all the bridesmaids are adoring him.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm not doing that part. I'm not going to do that part.
I'm not doing that. Not doing that. So this is the first time I'd ever been invited to be on the bridal side. I was like, what? I'm going to be on your side, not his side? And she was like, no, my side. I was like, okay, let's go.
You know what, though? That so speaks to Rev Melissa's personality, though. I love that. Have you ever been a groomsman? Have
A
you ever?
groomsman. Yes, I've been a groomsman. Yeah, I've been a groomsman plenty of times, but I've never been on the bride side. I've never been on the bride side, and there was differences throughout everything. Throughout
Everything.
there were differences. Yes. Yeah.
Sekou, the fact that you said yes is so wild. That is so wild. Oh my gosh. I
Yeah.
love that photo. I love that photo.
Yeah. Let me just say one thing. She didn't tell anybody. So we come in the church and people were like watching her bridesmaid come down, and then here comes Sekou, and they're like, everybody like, what? And then I started getting into it. Like, yeah, I want a bridesmaid. I want a bridesmaid side. What's up? You know what I'm saying? You know, so it was very funny. It was very funny.
Sekou, that picture, you look like just like an 18-year-old boy. You look so young and innocent.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. That was a long time ago.
Yeah,
I said locks.
Yes, long locks.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Yeah. So I feel like I need to pause now to give you enough time to do your fabulous, wonderful pitches, because you do these great pitches, like for the show, for the seminar, seminar I got coming up, and whatever else you want to go. So I'm gonna give you time.
Oh, okay. I have 3 minutes
to go.
All right.
Let me get out your way. Let me get my camera ready.
All right, fam. Coming up this Monday, January 22nd, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is Eastern Standard Time. Something so amazing, so incredible, so necessary and relevant. Just last night, I don't know if you know this, but I drive Uber. I'm having a conversation with my passenger who works for the police department. She's worked there for 31 years. She's retiring. She said, I was like, 31 years? And I'm looking at this woman. She looks really young. She's 53. She tells me, we're talking about work and retiring and what you do after you retire, because she's 53, so she's not done. And we're talking about the difference between having a 9-to-5, which is what she has, different hours, but the same concept, right? Versus someone who is an entrepreneur, solopreneur, self-employed, works for themselves, small business owner, all the things. Because they all work, but they work for your personality. She said, my son is like you, Fee. He was clear since middle school. He does not want to work for someone. He said, Mom, I want to work for myself. She said her son makes really good money. He makes so much money in one summer. It lasts him until the next summer, except he does not know how to manage his money. And when she said that, I said, okay, this is an opportunity to be of service and to let him know that, listen, you're not alone. What Sekou is doing Monday is helping all of us learn more about how money works for us. We don't work for money. Money works for us. In his Get Rich, How to Create Your Emergency Fund. It has been a savings grace for me. So Monday, for $10 only, and that's the last time it's ever going to be $10. 10. You get to find out, you get to learn what an emergency fund is, who it's for, how to start, why you must have several emergency funds. We're going to start with this one, and then what you do with it once you start it. All right. So register today. That is Monday, January 22nd. Register today. You can go to SekouWrites.com. You can also pay through his website, or you can Cash App him the $10 at Sekou Writes. Cash App Sekou Writes. Register. He'll send you the link. I'll be there. I cannot wait. I'm super excited. I've been urging and encouraging him to do this because he gives so much away for free, but we need the steps. We need the steps. All right. I'll see you there Monday. Lastly, Sunday. Oh, because we got to go. This Sunday, Jace, who is the Forex King, is going to be doing a free teaching on how to get started in Forex, what Forex is, who it's for, how easy it is to get started, but we need the steps. And it is such a blessing because this man charges thousands of dollars for his knowledge, and we get it for free because of the Get Rich 101 show. I will see y'all Sunday at 1 o'clock. I will see you Monday at 7 p.m. I am your local fitness go-to girl, Fee King, Sekou Writes fiance, and I'm having a ball on your show.
Great close. We're going to close right there. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.